Hi, Bobby. You okay?
Yeah, you look good. I didn't recognise you.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, you didn't look good before, I mean.
yeah, thank you.
Different.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm rushing around as usual.
Oh, bless.
It's just things to do.
So within 1 minute we will start. Please wait one while. And first of all, we will recite the true words spoken by Buddha as usual. Please prepare for that. If you don't have, we can pick up from there are 6 steps.
I know the book. The prayer book.
Prayer book.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks very much.
Is it okay right off here?
Oh, yeah, it's fine. I prefer it. Thank you.
Okay, then now 3 p.m. Thank you very much for joining us today. Hello, everyone. So now let's begin today's Sunday seminar. To begin with, as usual, we will recite true words spoken by Buddha. The true words spoken by Buddha. awaken. There used to be the light in the great universe. The light is the energy of Buddha. People can live by this energy. And the Buddha's energy has made human history. It will be supplied eternally. This eternal light comes from heaven and prevails on earth. This is the light of heaven. Through the prism of Buddha, there appear the 7 colors of rainbow, arching over in the sky. Here you can see Buddha's mercy. Yellow is the color of teaching. White is the color of saving. Red is the color of justice. Purple is the color of obedience. Blue is the color of thinking. Green is the color of harmony. Silver is the color of progress. These 7 colors help each other, and there appears Buddhaland. Buddhaland is shining brightly because of gathering of bodhisattvas. This is the land of love or the land of mercy. This is the land of wisdom or the land of teaching. Especially, this is the land of souls rest in peace. Dear souls are the children of Buddha. The children of Buddha became real human beings. Real human beings have spirituality. The spirits are immortal powers. The spirits are immortal forces. The spirits are real entities. The physical bodies are the shadows of the spirits. It means you are the both sailing down the great river. The great river is a symbol of the course of life. Each of you sails down as a small boat, so you need a boatman. If it are not for your own boatman, you surely go aground. This boatman merely means your mind. If your mind makes a mistake, the boat breaks into pieces by a large rock, and you also need a bamboo pole. This pole is the meaning of the true words. When you go down a rapid stream, you need to pant in the stream. Then you can change your course. The true words mean the teaching of Buddha. Buddha enlightened and spoke the true words, and the Buddha's teaching became a gold mine. This gold mine suggests various teachings. These are another expression of Buddha's truth. It brightens up your days. Or to put it another way, the fruits of Buddha's mercy. All of you, now here listen to me. Never lose your way, now and forever. The guiding hand has already waved. Please follow this white hand and go straightly on and on. Your lives are not limited to this world only. There are 3 aspects: the past, the present, the future. Your paths are already gone by. Yet still your mistakes will be kept in your minds. That is the reason why you should understand other people, and you yourself should reflect on what you have done. You and others are not different. On the contrary, both are children of Buddha, and the brothers and sisters. Now then, love each other. Let us bring up each other, and it's time to forgive each other. This is eternal law, which penetrates the present and the future. Yes, indeed, the light of the dark night of this world is hell. It is also the same in another world. Since we came down to this world, the sun of the truth is scheduled to rise. Now we are watching rising sun. It will shed light to the future, to invite sad people to Buddhaland. Now here I command. There shall not be conflict in this world. There shall not be distrust in this world. There shall not be crime in this world. There shall not be evil spirit in this world. There shall not be the devil in the next world. Only the ideal world. Utopia shall be realized. All of the people love each other, live harmoniously, believe in one another. The world is utopia. All of us could be the light of bodhisattvas, believing that the light has reality, believing that love has reality, believing that the truth has reality. These are the facts that should be conveyed. We, the light of bodhisattvas, get together, work together to keep right mind and live in tune with Buddha's words. Here we vow to do so. Okay, thank you very much. So let's begin. That is great one. This one talk about the fourfold path, as you know. Now you may think this is a very, very basic idea, but basic idea still we don't understand exactly. right? Because do you know what this way aim to do? What this path aim to make you, of course, happy,
Yeah.
right? Happy, but not only that. This aim to make your spiritual eyes open. So through this fourfold path, you can recognize yourself as spiritual being, not knowledge level, but spiritual level. Okay, you can recognize that actually through if you practice this way every day. Okay, so this makes people happier and also very spiritual. So that's why she opened this path to make people more spiritual. And then through those paths, this is the conclusion. You can be the creator of happiness. Yes, and you can create happiness in this world. So same power as God has, create happiness. Anyway, to start with, let's dedicate our sincere gratitude to God.
まあ、そういう固い言葉に語らないような大宇宙の理法を彼は知ることができる。自分が法であるということを知った。仏法をそうというけれども、ブッダとは何かというと法である。ブッダは法である。ブッダは見るものは法を見る。法を見るものはブッダを見ると言われている。だからブッダそのものを捕まえて、肉体を持ったものをブッダと呼んでもダメで、ブッダはその法を見れば、そのブッダの法は実はブッダそのものなんだ。法を見るものはブッダを見る。ブッダを見るものは法を見る。ということで、ブッダの法からブッダとは何かを知らなければならない。ですから、あなた方にとって法の信仰とは何かというと、すべての宇宙の秘密まで迫りつつ、皆様と現在、今ある理由、そして今どこにいるのかということを知らしめるところまで行く教えです。で、それを解けるのは人しかいません。それをエルカンタイというので今読んでいます。そのただ人しか解けないエルカンタイの方、エルカンタイとエルカンタイの方と、エルカンタイの方をまとめごしていこうとしている集団、相談に対する消える心をお持ちください。それは消えしない限り学ぶことができないものなんです。このような学校で全く教えてくれないんです。このような学者は教えてくれないんです。他の宗教でも学ぶことができないんです。ましてやテクノロジーの進化によってそれが解明されることがありえないんです。絶対ないんです。限界があるんです。これを利便性を持つことができる。その宇宙の理法までは絶対に届かない。これは信仰のみによって知ることができるものなんです。
Very much. So today we will talk about the fourfold path. And then, actually, first of all, we need to understand the faith. I'm talking about this fact regarding this kyoten. I recommend you to have this one because this is very simple but very profound. So that's why if you read it through, you can understand more and you can create a basic in your mind. And then next week I will talk about what is the next era. what will happen regarding the very recent the spiritual message from Yaido, specifically, and then he predicted many points. But actually, the age of spirituality will start soon, within decade. So before then, we need to overcome some points. Okay, so this is a way to leave the materialistic idea. Okay, so we need to leave the materialistic idea and be spiritual. So everyone through this tough time, as you know, war, coronavirus, and anything, recession, but we can turn our mind into very spiritual. So that's why we need to be patient, but not only being patient, but also we need active. So, and then based on this idea, the face to Alcantara is righteous mind. What is righteous mind? That is face to Alcantara. That is the fundamental one who created the universe. Okay, without this, we cannot go forward to anywhere, just becoming like an animal. So anyway, please listen to his message first.
Okay, then next, I want to tell you about contents of happy science. It means literally, in literal meaning, it means how to be happy. We teach how to be happy, or how can we make other people happy. The method creating happiness. It's the meaning of happy science. We usually use IRH. It's a difficult word, so I changed this year. Using happy science. This is easy English, so we can spread this name all over the world. It's a main point of changing the name in English. Okay, then I'll teach you simple teachings of happy science. Firstly, you need faith. Faith to Alcantara. And faith to Alcantara is, in other words, righteous mind. Means righteous mind. To be right. To keep righteousness in your mind. It's a faith to Alcantara. It means very great and heavy meanings in it.
Okay, thank you. Very simple word, but very profound. Okay, so righteous mind means face to Alcantara. Face to Alcantara means righteous mind, because the mind of God, mind of Alcantara, mind of Buddha, filled with love. Okay, explore right mind means explore love. Okay, so actually, if you have faith, you can understand how much God, Elkantara, Buddha, loves you. He loves us. He loves each one of us very much from the bottom of his heart. That is a faith. That's why explore right mind means explore God's mind and recognize how much he loves you personally. Okay, that is a starting point. If you cannot accept this fact, he loves you, you cannot go forward. So that's why our fourfold path is start from love. Anyway, maybe you already watched it, but again, please watch this introduction movie, introduction video clip to introduce happy science. What is happy science? So you can understand more about faith to Elkantara.
El-Kantare is the name of the supreme god of the earth, and it means the beautiful land of light, earth. This name had been hidden for a long time throughout human history. The name was officially revealed on July 15, 1991, at the first celebration of Lord El-Kantare's descent in Tokyo Dome.
あなた方の前に立ち、永遠の真理を語るは、エル・カンターレである。
Lord El-Kantare has descended to earth in a human body to save all humankind and is now living on earth. He is Master Ruho Okawa, the founder and CEO of Happy Science Group. We are now living with the Savior. Since the beginning of the history of Earth, Lord El-Kantare has been shining the light of wisdom and mercy to humanity. And also, he has been giving guidance to various world religions and human history, the being whom Jesus Christ called my Father, the being whom Muhammad worshipped as Allah, the being whom Confucius referred to as Shangdi, and the being Amino Myoyagami, the source of Japanese Shinto, are all the same single being. This time, the core consciousness of Lord El-Kantare has descended on Earth. This is the third time in about 4.6 billion years of history of Earth, and this will be the last. The time when the core consciousness comes down to Earth are always the times of miracles, as well as the age of crisis. Now, the emergence of dictatorship in atheistic nations, religious wars, pandemic of the coronavirus originated in China. Natural disasters, economic crisis, and other misfortunes are occurring on Earth, and they are spreading anxiety and fear. In such situations, in order to save people from suffering and sadness, the Lord has descended and is preaching the teachings of God. Lord El-Kantare, Master Ruho Okawa's teachings are preached on various fields, transcending religion. This is because the Lord has the strong desire of saving every single person on earth. That is why Master Okawa has been preaching the truth in front of thousands of millions of people in Japan and around the world. And not one lecture is the same as any other. There are several 100 million readers around the world. Now, people who believe in Alcantara are spreading in countries. Each of these teachings become the light of truth to shine in the darkness. It also lights the torch of hope in people's hearts and guides them to true happiness. The teachings not only bring happiness to the individual, but also leads society to be prosperous and brings peace on earth with the power of salvation. The light of salvation not only takes form as lectures and kyotens, but also as films and music which are delivered to the world. The films and music transcends nations, languages, and cultures. They directly reach out to people's souls and guides them to the truth. Master Okawa has created films as executive producer, as well as writing original screenplays. He even created words and music for the film theme and feature songs. The direct symphony from the heavenly world is expressed through Ryuho Okawa's original songs. The songs are the law itself. They are becoming new religious music that gives healing and salvation and are the source of courage and hope. By listening to the music, many miracles are happening. I was freed from possession by an evil spirit. My personal relationships improved dramatically. I could hear through my ears again. My dead crops were revived. Master Okawa's lectures, kyotens, movies, and music enrich people's souls and shine their lives.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, as he said, humankind called the supreme existence like God, Buddha, Allah, whatever, Amino. Those are the same. Okay, we worship same existence through different ways. So that is we want to convey. Yes.
What's Shangdi?
Shandi is the Chinese god.
Chinese god.
Yeah.
Okay.
They call it Shandi. Shandi means like emperor in the heavenly world.
Okay.
Alright. Anyway, so then that's why. Again, he said, I will teach you the simple teachings of happy science. Firstly, you need faith. Faith to Alcantara. That is the real name of God. So we humankind name the God as God, Lord, Buddha, Allah, whatever, Elohim. But his real spiritual name, revealed by this time, is Alcantara. So now we are very happy to hear that. We can call his real name. So in the heavenly world, the head of heavenly world, the creator. We just say creator, Allah, God, but his name is Alcantara. That is the first point. And faith to Alcantara is, in other words, righteous mind, because everyone, this is also revealed, everyone is part of God. So that's why if you explore your right mind, you can understand what is God. So explore right mind has a double meaning. One is explore the God, mind of God. And then you can realize full of love, unconditional love itself. And then another meaning of the explore right mind means explore your good mindset. Okay, so establish the good mindset. Double meaning, please remember. So then it means righteous mind, to be right. To keep righteous in your mind, it's faith. Whenever you think of the God, because you realize you are loved and have a gratitude to that. So that's why that faith brings you the righteous mind and the righteous action. So it has very great and heavy meanings in it. Through all our lives, so we can explore right mind. That is a starting point. What is a right mind? And what is a faith? That is the first point. Then based on that, condition is to have a faith to encounter. Then first principle, first path is love. So first, we can watch it. Lecture from Masaru Hokawa and the testimony by Steve. He's in Australia, New Zealand actually. And then, yeah, okay. Oops.
愛についての考え方は幸福の科学の中では歌詞となる部分、腰となる部分の一つでありますが、大多数の方々は愛ということを奪う愛という観点から、もらう愛という観点から考えていることが多いように思います。特に女性の方はそうです。よく考えてみてください。愛というのはもらう愛のことを言っておるんじゃないですか。してくださる愛のことを言っているんじゃないですか。その観点を変えない限り、本当の意味で心の安らぎというものは現れないのではないでしょうか。見返りを求めたときに愛は死んでいきます。相手を自分の虜にするために、カゴの中の鳥に餌を与えるようなつもりで愛を与えてたのではないですか。これを考えていただきたいんです。与える愛という観点から考えるならば、相手を縛るという愛を発揮しておられる方が数多いのも現代の特徴であります。縛る愛は本当は相手を愛しているのではなくて、相手を自分の虜にし、自分の自由にしようとする。これは自我外欲であることが多いのです。ここに気づいていない方は数多いです。どうかこれに気づいてください。子供を虜にしていないか、自分の妻や夫を虜にしようとしているのではないか、恋人を縛ろうとしているのではないのか、会社の部下を可愛がっているつもりで実は自分の意のままにしようとしているだけではないのか、こういう反省点を今一度考えていただきたい。こう思います。相手の神聖の善なるを信じて解き放つのが愛ですと書いてあります。その通りであります。どうかこの点の考え方をもう一度忘れないで見直してみていただきたいと思います。
I was suffering in love. There was someone I was in love with, and they weren't loving me back. And at that same time, in reading the Laws of the Sun, Master said the essence of love is giving. If you're suffering, it's because you're taking love. I could not see how what he was saying was relative or relevant to me, because I felt that I loved this person. I remember this moment when I was trying to find the seed of my suffering, since the essence of love is giving, and suffering comes from taking love. And I thought I was just giving love. But then I heard in my mind the words that I was saying about this person. I said, I just want us to be together. But I thought, I want us to be together. I want. Even if I want you to be happy, that's still wanting. I'm wanting something, you know. So in this moment, I had a bit of a rebellious moment. I thought, well, I guess I'll seek a suffering too. I thought, that's it. I don't care anymore. I don't care what she thinks. I'm just going to love her anyway. And in that moment, I had this experience whereby I felt this incredible weight lift off my shoulders. I felt so light. I just felt like I was suddenly sitting, hovering. I could really feel this incredible feeling of love pouring from my heart to this person. And I realized I don't need her to be in my life. It doesn't matter where she is, what she's doing, or who she's with. I just love her. And the feeling of loving her was so joyous. It was actually that feeling of love. The feeling of love for another person is what makes us feel so happy. This was the turning point in my life, because I realized I'll never suffer again.
Okay, please remember, this is a key word. Whenever you try to take love others, or whenever you try to make others understand you, so you are suffering. Okay, so that is a Master said, every single miserable state of mind comes from taking love, not to understand. So this is the point. Okay, so ありがとうございます。ちょっと見てください。ありがとう。And then, that's why I'd like to introduce his lecture itself in this Kyoten. What's happy silence? I will show you that. Regarding love, very simple but strong word. And after that, we will practice meditation regarding love.
Next, we have sacred fourfold principles. Love, love, wisdom, and self-reflection and improvement. And most important thing is love. I also said. Okay. Love is to believe in other people. Other people's also have good natures. And so we can love each other. If other people are sons of Satan, we cannot love them. But they are not. They are children of God or children of Buddha. So we must love each other. It's the first.
Okay, it's the first mission, he said. Okay, so this is the point. We need to understand. This is a very revolutionary idea for humankind. So love is to believe in other people. Other people also have Buddha nature. I mean, God nature or divine nature within. Okay, whatever you say. Buddha nature, God nature, divine nature. Okay, and so we can love each other. This is a fact. So if you belong to like a monotheistic religion, that is Jewish, Christianity, Islam, like that, they have been taught like we are sinners. We have original sin. That's why we need to realize that and then apologize to God, and then through Jesus or Muhammad, whatever, we can be allowed by our original sin. I'm Mr. Faroki. And then, but he didn't say like that. He said, everybody already has been given divine nature within. That is a very brilliant and pure 100%. But through reincarnation, we have made some mistakes. Then we need to correct it. Or we have had some bad custom behavior in the past lives, a way of thinking. And then we need to correct it. Just a correction. But originally, we are pure and fine. Everybody who created by God, who created by Elkantara, who created by Buddha. So that is a very revolutionary point. Then, especially we humankind, influenced by such kind of notice or statement in the Old Bible, Old Testament. That's why we need to get out of it. Okay, so we are original, pure, and beautiful. Okay, so soul is love itself. That's what we need to recognize to start to love others. Because we may think others are sinners or prisoners. That's why we have doubt. But if, in the basics, if we humankind have the same nature within, we can trust them. Then that is a starting point of building utopia in this world. Okay, then not only knowledge level, we need to understand more about it in that spiritual level. So that's why we need a meditation. So meditation to love. Great, isn't it? Okay, so please relax yourself. Put your hands on your lap, please, facing upwards. And make sure you are back straight. And also, if you have a sound devices, please put the switch off, please. Okay, so please start deep breathing from here. The deeper you practice the breathing, the more connection you have with heavenly Lord and get peace of mind. Just focus on the breathing, please. Deeply. Okay, now practice the meditation tool. Please slightly open your eyes and watch the screen. Please read this poem and understand what he wanted to convey through this poem. Appreciate the love from others. Now, please contemplate on those words and think of that. How much you have given love to others, and how much you believe in others, others' good nature. So think of that and reflect on that. If it's not enough, please swear that from now on, standing up to love others, not to try to take love from others. So I will give you a few minutes. Okay, please end your contemplation. I don't think it's enough time for you to contemplate on. And that's why, when you come back to your home, please think of that. How much you have given to love, and how much you have been given the love. So, and then you can understand how terrible my way of thinking is. Like that. So you can reflect on that. And then I just point out the two biggest walls to disturb your love. One is you have a short of knowledge, lack of knowledge about spirituality. Means you don't know how to manage your own mind. That's why you are governed by fear and try to take something from others. That is the first one. Another is forgiveness. Forgiveness. You have some people who you cannot forgive. So that is forgiveness is the biggest wall between six-dimensional world to the seventh-dimensional world. If you want to become an angel, stop conflicts between the people and the world now happening. And then this is the wall you have to overcome. Otherwise, you cannot reach the real happiness. 2 points. One is learn the truth more, and another is forgiveness. But anyway, and going to the next stage, the second path, wisdom. And he pointed out those two words, and then we need to think of that. The fourfold path. The third part of this lecture, the second path is wisdom. Then please listen to the master's lecture.
Secondly, you must learn wisdom. Wisdom means deep knowledge. It includes spiritual knowledge. You understand? Spiritual knowledge. We live in this world, but when we pass away, we move to another word. And at there, Udi as a soul, and real life. And then next, we did the bone and come this world again and be as a human being. So wisdom includes Buddha truth, it means spiritual truth.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes. What he said is very simple. We must learn the wisdom. Wisdom means deep knowledge, not only knowledge, deep knowledge. It includes the spiritual knowledge. So, to practice love, the disturbance is a lack of knowledge. Okay, how to manage your mind. That's why we have a very illusion in your mind. So we need to remove it to learn spiritual truth, spiritual knowledge. And then spiritual knowledge, the 2 points. One is truths are about a life after death. You may think this world is a real world, right? And then life after death is kind of mythology like that. But it's not mythology. That is a real life. This world is a temporary. So you need to reverse your idea, okay, from materialistic idea into the real spiritual idea. This is first one. Life after death. You need to understand what's happening. And then second one is structure of the great universe. I mean, mind of God. Why Creator created this world, the universe? And what is the structure of this universe? What does it mean we are connected to each other and we are part of God? Knowledge level, if you read the laws of the sun, you already acknowledge that. But how about actual level? I don't know exactly, but almost all of you, even if you read the laws of the sun, you accept that as a knowledge, but how about the actual life? That is a training for you. So that's why I will show you this one. 3 kinds of movies and lectures. Okay, first, talking about life after death. The movie, Laws of Eternity. Maybe you already know what's happening after that.
So is this the river Styx?
Oh, look!
Those were his attachments in life, the things he didn't want to let go. When you are crossing this river, you must leave behind all your mortal attachments.
What are those strings?
They are silver cords. They connect the physical body and the soul. Usually, approximately 24 hours after the heart stops, these cords are cut off. That's when humans really die.
It's so beautiful.
Wow. I wonder where it goes.
Those who've crossed the river Styx walk through this long path, through the flower bed, and finally reached this place.
Is this a movie theater? I wonder what it's showing.
It's showing a drama called life. His life from birth to death will be shown on this screen.
Who are they?
They're his deceased friends and relatives. Revealed on screen are not just what he did, but also what he thought of during his mortal life.
You mean even what he thought of?
Childhood, elementary school, middle school, high school, getting a job, getting married, changing jobs, divorce, bankruptcy.
You should have been more responsible.
Whatever he went through, and whatever thoughts he had on those occasions, they are all revealed here. After this, he understands and is willing to go to his destination.
Destination?
More than half of the people these days go to a place that is called hell.
More than half? Really?
A lot of people don't believe in the spirit world anymore. They think there's nothing after death and must live freely. But what awaits them here is a harsh reality. Of course, some of them receive a hail of applause. These people are allowed to go to heaven according to the state of their minds.
Heaven? That sounds good.
Okay, thank you very much. I will talk about the structure of the heavenly world later, someday, in some points, but today I will skip it because it will become a very long story. So, but please remember, yes?
Just a quick question. In the video, I
Mm.
kind of just noticed when people walking across the river Styx, there was also a bridge in
Yeah.
the sky.
Yeah.
So those people were walking
Good questions,
not
because
on the river?
after this, your mind, state of mind, reflect how to go to another world. And then those people have very ordinary mind, just come across the river by the ship or just walking or something like that. But if you have a good mindset, that is very higher perspective, loving mind, the angels give you the bridge to across. Like that. That's up to your mind. Okay, not a special power. So reflection of your mind, state of mind, that becomes a bridge, or sometimes like an airplane, helicopter, or just
So it's a state of mind.
Yeah, the spaceship, like that. I don't know exactly, but that is reflection of what you have been thinking. Okay, so that makes the bridge, the spaceship, or
floating.
Floating or flowing. Right? Okay, so that is the Please be afraid of that.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so good question. Thank you. Well, anyway, everyone going to the next stage. I mean the next one. So please remember this one. And then, if you have this knowledge, Master says in the prayer book, I think everyone already read it, but it goes prayer for our ancestors. It goes. Okay, knowledge is to have knowledge of the other one. Now you have no physical body. It is wonder that you still have life. If you had been wise enough while on earth to know the secrets of reincarnation, the difference between this world and the other world, and the distinction between heaven and hell, you would not have lived a life of delusion. You would not have done wrong. So that is a caution from Master Fourfold Path. That's why we need to know all the wisdom, spiritual knowledge before going to another world. So that is the salvation and the giving love also. And then this is the disturbance. Lack of knowledge is actually disturbance to give love to others. That's why, because you don't know exactly about your spiritual life, that's why you try to take in this world food, money, anything. But it's kind of the delusion. Please remember. So this is the first point of wisdom. And then another wisdom is here. In the universe, there is a big light, that is El Cantare. Then from the El Cantare, the God of the earth, God of creator, there are many branches. And then the top of that, there are human souls, like this. These are the brother soul, sister soul, 6 people combined one. And then there are angels who support these branches. This is the religion. One branch is called Christianity. Another branch is called Islam. Another branch is called Buddhism, something like that. So, and then created by angels to save people. This is the creation of the new civilization by angels. Now we are doing it. And then blooming as a civilization. One of them is their soul, actually. Many branches, many blooms. That is a prosperity. If you understand, you can stop any conflicts because we are brothers and souls from one big tree, one trunk. That is called God, Buddha, Allah, whatever you call. That is El Cantare. So one of the branches are the earth. But actually, unfortunately, there is a big trunk, and then Christianity come and Islam come and Buddhism come. But one of the branches insists that I am the only branch. That's why I will cut off other branches like that. So it's stupid, right?
Yeah.
So we need to know this, the structure of the universe. Only Christianity, only Islam exist in this world? I don't think so. There are many religions in any planet. So that's why we need to know the structure of the universe, not only spiritual, both we need. One is structure of the spiritual. The another is the structure of the universe. So we can understand. And then, if you don't know that these are spiritual truths, that becomes a big disturbance doing love to others, right? So that is the cause of problems. Then another one. Okay, please see many. That's why many members all over the world accumulate the books. This is a Japanese guy who accumulated books, and he's from New Zealand, Michael, and he's in India. Because they want to know what is the universe, what is the spiritual truth. Then love flowing very smoothly. They can help. The love is flowing smoothly. Everything comes from love. That's why they want to know more about the spiritual truth. please collect many books. Even in Africa, there is one member. Start collecting your happy science bookshelves. This is a starting point to which disturb your love. Okay, remove the disturbance of your love. So that is a recommendation of the, as a wisdom. We must hello. We must learn wisdom. Wisdom means deep knowledge. It includes the spiritual knowledge. So that is the third part of this lecture. And then, hello. Okay. And then, the Fourfold Path, part 4, that is third part, self-reflection. So listen to Master's lecture again. And then another disturbance he will review.
Next is self-reflection. Meaning, for example, meaning silence. Maybe 15 minutes or so every day. And at that time, during that time, you think about your life of the day and from the morning to the midnight. And look into your inside, your mind, and think about your mind is right or wrong, according to the Buddha truth or textbook. And you must reflect yourself every day. It's a self-reflection. We have a lot of methods, ways to the enlightenment. Enlightenment means to become Buddha or near Buddha. Enlightenment means be awakened, to be awakened. Something you don't understand, be awakened. It means when your mother come to your room, wake up. You say so. Say me, wake up, just wake up. But it's in their meaning, in spiritual meaning, be wake up. To be wake up is enlightenment in the usual meaning. So don't think too difficult to get enlightenment. It is to wake up your mind, wake up your heart, and open your eyes, your real eyes. It's it.
Okay, thank you very much. He said, open your eyes and wake up. What is that? What does it mean? Because everybody has the ability to love others, okay? But they forget and try to take. That is the source of the miserable state of mind.
Mm.
That's why to open your eyes means the wake up, make your divine nature wake up. The divine nature has the ability to love others. And then enlightenment means be awakened. It is to wake up. Means you can love others. And then happiest moment is unconditional love itself. Whoever, whenever, wherever you can love others. So that is the real meaning of awaken. If you read the Eightfold Path, the biggest disturbance to love others is unforgiveness. Right? And everybody, almost without exception, he or she has someone who you cannot love, who you cannot forgive. That is the biggest disturbance that make the river of love flowing through, right? Then you see like stuck in your mind. And that is a state of mind we need to overcome. Then how? So that's why we need a reflection. So reflection remove those like big stone or rocks which disturb the flowing blood. Okay, through practicing self-reflection, you can get loving ability, which is the power to forgive. That is the biggest power. So because this is the firewall between heavenly world and hell. Okay, so we need to overcome it. Then listen to the master's lecture. I think you already watched it.
If you wish to live a happy life, it is essential to practice forgiveness. It is not easy to forgive others, for this is a spiritually enlightened state of mind. People who are educated and trained at work often develop a tendency to judge others. They tend to see shortcomings of others and are harsh on them. But it's very important to learn religious truths and realize that forgiveness has great effect on your life. Otherwise, you cannot change. When you have a strained relation with someone, you blame the other person as the cause of your unhappiness. For instance, suppose your son was tragically struck and killed by a truck. It's a tragedy, so you're mad. You might want the driver to go to jail for the rest of his life. Or may even want him to be hanged. You would be overwhelmed with such resentment. But that resentment will never bring you any sort of happiness, because you're wishing ill on the other person. You were already unhappy with your son's death, and now you're increasing your unhappiness. If you consider the accident calmly, the driver of the truck may be a young man who does long shifts with little sleep. Since he is working under strenuous conditions, accidents like this can easily occur. It may not be entirely his fault. He may have a family as well. They have their troubles in life too. But you cannot think about their circumstances at all. It's hard to stop resenting someone who has done you wrong. But still, you must learn how to forgive. You need to say to yourself, I'll stop blaming him. This won't make me happy. He also suffered a lot. You need to make up your mind at some point to forgive him. If you have someone whom you resent or hold a grudge against, you should try to forgive them and continue your efforts. Someone may have attacked you, insulted you, embarrassed you, teased you, or slandered your name at some point in your life. But remembering that forever and more will not bring you happiness. That is why it is best to forget about it and remember the good things those people have done instead. If you find yourselves judging, resenting, or being angry at other people, you need to overcome these emotions. Forgiveness is not an abstract concept. It is not just a word. It is essential to your happiness. If you cannot do this, you will never find happiness in this world, in which so many people live. I am sure there will be people in your life who do not behave exactly the way you want them to. But through the act of forgiveness, let go of these things and attain peace. By forgiving people, you will sleep much better at night. The air will taste fresher and the sun will feel warmer. And you will understand people's kind hearts for the first time in your life. Those who hate others are really afraid of them and cannot enjoy such blessings. They only think of themselves. I have said that if you change your attitude, even the past will look differently. If you are happy right now, then every person you meet in your life is one who appeared before you to make yourself happy. They include your boss who scolded you, the company president who fired you, or the woman who left you. If you are happy right now, then that is what they were there for. They were playing the roles of whetstones and were giving you advice on how to live as a human being. All those people were actually playing roles to make you happy in the end. That is why you must let go of any hate or grudges. Everyone has Buddha nature or divine nature within. So allowing all people to radiate their brilliance is important. Everyone has a right to be happy. Not only that, they all have a duty to be happy. Not only you have a duty to be happy, but also all other people do. The people you resent also have the same right and duty. If everyone could be happy, the world will become utopia, an ideal world. So if you want to create an ideal world, you must know that you have a duty to be happy. And others also have a duty to be happy. That will change the world. So what can we do to carry out that duty? Recognize the existence of others. There are many different perspectives and ways of life. What is seemingly negative in somebody may actually be what makes that person brilliant. So remember that all human beings can grow and become spiritually matured. When this is achieved, you can overcome all kinds of sins and hardships of yourself as well as those of others. I hope you will bear this in mind.
Okay, thank you very much. He clearly says, as long as you have a person who you cannot forgive, you will never attain happiness at all.
And peace.
And peace. So that's why we need to remove it. And then what brings you this kind of happiness? And removing such kind of grudge, hatred inside of you. And then I will show you one of the examples for that. Testing by Christine in Canada. You already watched it,
Yeah.
the Fourfold Path.
Yeah.
But at that time, I explained about it a different perspective. Today, please watch this one, this testimony from another viewpoint that is called forgiveness. He was raised by a single mother, and his father committed suicide when his father was 18, like that. And then naturally, if you are very ordinary people, strong grudge inside must be there.
Yeah.
But he overcome and forgive it. From that kind of the viewpoint, please listen to his testimony.
Mhm.
How forgiveness works for him.
I left my home when I was a young teenager, 14 years old, and since then I've been like kind of like looking for somewhere to be home, right? And I kind of had not like anger towards my family, more just pain, more like sadness, feeling like they didn't want me or they couldn't take care of me or that I wasn't good in some kind of way. And this weekend of just understanding like they were in it too, right? We were in that together. I was able to put myself in both their shoes. My mother was growing up in a household with an absent father and an abusive mother, and probably went beyond that too for their parents. And my father's father killed himself while I was in the womb, and my dad was turning 18. So he had a new son when he was 18 years old, and his dad had just killed himself. And I just think about like all the struggles they both went through to still give me life, you know. And I kind of like followed in their footsteps in the same way of like, all right, I'm gonna like figure it out on my own, and I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna do it. And they gave me the strength to do that in their example, even though they weren't around so much. Like they just weathered the storm regardless of what it was. And you know, we went through a lot because of all those experiences. But like even though there was a lot of fighting and tension, like it still gave me the strength to eventually come here to find my true home. Thank you. And I want to say, this is actually the second time that I'm taking the Fourfold Path seminar. The last time was 2 weeks ago. And 2 weeks ago, my main issue, as it's been for a long time, was okay, I need to find a new apartment. I need to find somewhere to live, somewhere safe, somewhere I can call home and build myself so I can be a benefit to the world. Not just somebody blowing in the wind trying to figure it out. I wanted to stand strong so that people could gather underneath the love and enlightenment that Master has given to me so that they can know, like, you know, we're safe in this universe. We have everything we need. So I thought, okay, I need to do this not just for me anymore. This is for my family. This is for Toronto. This is for young people. This is for young people with a dream. People that think they're alone. I need to find a place where I can build myself so I can be better for the world. And I found that place here, and I'm moving to a new apartment tomorrow with money that I made from a job because Happy Friends helped me find that job. So need to do it? How am I going to do this? What mindset do I need now? And during meditation, the message I received was, you need to be fearless. You need to have full faith. You need to believe that you're enough. You need to believe that your Buddha nature is strong enough. You need to believe in Master. That he created you, he handcrafted you as his son, as his child. So you're enough. You can do it. You can help many people. So embrace that. Embrace every single part of it. Embrace every single part of the journey so far. And use that to enrich other people. So that's what I intend to do, and I thank you all so much for allowing me to grow in this way. Thank you so much. I love you all so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think you already understand.
Oh, what I was
this one. Okay. So he said like this: you must reflect on yourself every day. It's self-reflection. So as I told you, one disturbance in your mind is lack of knowledge. You don't know the spiritual truth. What is life after death, and what is the structure of the universe? That is the first thing. Another thing is forgiveness. And then as long as, so unless you forgive others, you cannot attain the real happiness. If there is someone who you dislike, who you have hate or anger to someone, and then that becomes a big disturbance. Removing it right now. And there is two ways. In his case, he changed his perspective, right? His perspective, he changed. And then self-centered mind, how miserable my younger days like that. If he mourn over, he can do it. But he changed his mind. Instead, what he did is
forgive.
Yes.
Learn to forgive.
Yeah. And have another perspective.
Yes.
Perspective. That is, yes, what he thought about his mom and father. Gratitude.
Yeah.
Yes. And also
Good in life.
Yeah, good in life. And
Understanding.
understanding. Yes. Forgiving. Yes.
And letting go.
Let go. Yes. So those things change his perspective. He seems like even their parents, his parents, seems like soul siblings, like share the same feeling within. Okay, so those parents, when he was 18, he got suddenly a child, and then he becomes maybe crazy and suffering a lot, and then committed suicide, and then finally he totally understood he was suffering. And the same feeling he said.
His father,
his father. So he didn't say, if you are father, you should do that, you should do that. Not ordinary people. But he overcome, have a different perspective. That is understanding. And feel sympathy. That is also very important. And we can learn a lot from him. But anyway, it's self-reflection. Then enlightenment means be awakened. Means from the very objective viewpoint, you can see anything. It is wake up. Because from the viewpoint of your knowledge level or emotion level, you can become very subjective. That is sometimes good, but sometimes create mistakes. But if you have another viewpoint, that is viewpoint of your divine nature within, that will teach you another perspective like him. So that is enlightenment. So awaken, wake up your divine nature. So you can get a very, very objective viewpoint and wake up your heart and open your spiritual eyes. Then you are real eyes, not physical eyes. It's enlightenment. So we need to know that. Okay, Master Okawa already revealed two disturbance, the love, disturbing love, One is lack of knowledge of spiritual truth. Another is unforgivable mind. Okay, so that stop you, your love flowing through smoothly. Okay. So then final goal of the fourfold path is here. The fourth path is progress. Yeah, please listen to his lesson.
And next, I told progress. It is a way to success. We have a lot of methods to win or succeed in business or even in life. It is a progress. In this context, you must learn invincible thinking. It's a difficult word, of course. All of you, almost all of you have this English firstly, but we also published this book. It means anytime in any case, in every where you must win or you must success. You must get success. Is a invincible thinking. For example, when you fail, Johnson fail, you make mistake. You shall make a lot of mistakes from now on. So I predict about that. You must make a lot of mistakes, but at the time you need invincible thinking. It's a bounce back ability. It's a difficult word, of course. Bounce back is very difficult. It means rebound, or get power again. When you look out and you stand up and fighting pose, take fighting pose again, it bounce back. You need another power at the time. When you decide or make up your mind, you are doing that, it's the end. But if you think you can continue to fight, you can stand up again and fight again. It's bounce back ability. It's a half part of invisible thinking. Another half is when you succeed and gets a lot of points and praised from other people. At the time, please keep your mind peacefully and make efforts every day. Don't be proud of you so much. every day, every year, make effort and don't to become tengu. Okay, it's another part of this thinking. If you look to science or invisible thinking, you can win and win and win every year. So this is very important thing.
Okay, thank you very much. This is the definition of the progress. Yeah, he said you must learn invincible thinking. It means in any time, in any case, in everywhere, you must win or you must get success. It's invincible thinking. It's just not like a positive way of thinking. Okay, so whenever means, yeah, people must have like a very bitter experience, knocked out or defeated by failure. But at that time, you can learn wisdom, right, through that. And then whenever you get a success, get big money and become rich or get a title or fame, at that time, you can learn the gratitude toward others. So, and then also it becomes a nutrition for you, for spiritual growth. That's why the aim, what he wants to tell us is just a spiritual growth. Because someday we have to go back to heaven. At that time, what we will be asked is just one question. How much you have loved so far? That's it. Okay, so please remember, I repeatedly tell this truth. Okay. But remember again and again. Okay. So what you will be asked in the heavenly world, how much you loved so far. And practice it. Okay, that is the progress, real meaning of progress. So I will show you another lecture by him regarding invincible thinking. It's titled
There are probably many people who set big challenges for themselves
Think
and
Big.
feel regret when they cannot attain their goals or achieve success. But compared to feeling regret at failure or a lack of success, a graver issue would be to look back at your life and regret the fact that your dreams were too small. When I face the final curtain, I most certainly wish to avoid regretting. Well, I had a long life, but the dreams I had were much too small. I feel very strongly about that. In most cases, people who have achieved great success regret that their dreams were too small. Take, for example, people who set themselves the objective of saving $1 million in the course of their lives. Many of them may eventually achieve that goal through experiencing various occupations. But after they accomplish that goal, some of them may immediately lose their purpose in life. This is because there is no additional value attached to the goal itself of saving $1 million. It would be different if they aspired to save $1 million for a specific purpose. But if their goal is simply to save $1 million, once they've achieved it, they are left with nothing more to do. After all, the $1 million can be won in a lottery, or obtained by moving up the corporate ladder and saving your earnings. It could also come from profits from shares or through setting up a new business. However, if you only pursue the goal of saving $1 million, the regret you would feel before you die would not be the mistakes you had made in life, but that your dream was too small. Oftentimes a dream that you had thought at the time was almost impossibly big turns out to be not so big after all. That is because as time passes, you accumulate a lot of experiences and achievements. Prior to that, it often seems that the dream is far too difficult to achieve. Therefore, you must fight against this weakness of the mind. A daunted mind, a fear of failure, and becoming arrogant over small successes.
あるいは小さな成功で、慢心してしまう心であると思います。
You should rather feel ashamed of living inside a trivial dream.
成功したことしかないという小さな
Believing that you have only known success, whereas in fact you have merely avoided challenges.
Thank you very much. What he said is,
So first of all, make sure you have a big dream. The next step is to work on making this dream a reality. Needless to say, this is very important too. You need to have a dream, but simply having a dream is not enough. Make sure you have a dream and make sure you work on making it a reality. It may sound trivial, but it is a key to creating the future of your dreams. Just by being able to make this effort towards fulfilling your dream, you are already on your way to the future of your dreams. Human beings constantly keep moving closer towards their dreams. People who do not have dreams do not think about the future. You need to have dreams and shape the future according to your dreams. But when it comes to turning your dreams into reality, it is not enough to simply be a dreamer. Simply having a dream is not enough. Of course, you need to make concrete efforts to make it happen. It is key how much effort and devotion you put in to realize your dream. The dream itself is not the end of it. You need to ask yourself the question, what can I do to make this dream come true, and find the right answer to this question?
okay, thank you. So what he said is, don't have a small dream. Okay. So what is a small dream? That makes only you be happy. Okay. So the big dream is that makes everyone around you happier. Okay. Not only 10 or 100, but anyway, you have power to make 100 people, or 10,000 people, or more. So that is a power you have given so far. So that's why challenge yourself to make others happier, so you can become happier. Okay, the expanding your loving ability. So you already realize that, and a happier person start from love and remove disturbance, that is lack of knowledge and then lack of forgiveness, and overcome it through wisdom and self-reflection, and then attain the big dream. So that makes others happier. That is a concrete way to make yourself happier. So that is Fourfold Path. Complete, perfect way to be happy. So this is very simple. You feel bored, but you may feel bored, but it is a way. Still, knowledge level, but practice it. Okay. So to understand this, again, we will do meditation for realization of hopes. Okay. So please remember, not only your achievement, like getting money, this amount, not like that. Okay. How many people you can make happier? And also, I will tell you next week, but we have power to stop war. All right? So, and then just do it. So relax yourself again. Okay, make sure your back straight, and yeah, that will become the ultimate to the heavenly world. And put your hands on your lap, with facing upwards. And start deep breathing from your belly, not just from your belly. So repeat this way several times. Deep breathing. Deep breathing. deep breathing and straighten your back is a way to contact with the heavenly.
Let us now move on to the second meditation for the realization of goals. Meditate on what you want to accomplish in the coming year. Envision yourself realizing these goals. I'm sure that each of you has something that you want to accomplish more than anything else in the next year. I'd like you to visualize it very hard. Now, sit up straight, steady your breathing, and close your eyes gently. Think of what you want to accomplish the most this year and enter the meditation of the realization of goals. Tell your mind of your goals for this year and call to mind your deep conviction to accomplish and realize them. Begin. End your meditation. This meditation is very important because you focus on a concrete goal like the one for next year. During the meditation, you focus your will on the course that you want your life to take over the next year, or what you want to become like in 1 year. And it's important to make a habit of reflecting on whether you've accomplished the goal at the end of the year. Picture yourself a year from now and focus strongly on what you want to happen. Then reflect on how you do at the end of the year. Compare where you are to where you want to be, and you will grow and progress greatly. Without goals, there can be no progress. Without goals, there's no passion. Therefore, it's vital that you define your goals and ideals and focus on achieving them.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, then the final message for him. Do we have just for 5 minutes? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How long is this bit?
You can 5 or 10 minutes. Okay. When you have to go down,
Okay,
and
yeah.
you can go, okay?
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then the last message is here. Be brave. Love is practice. And I already believe that you already know that way to be happier and open your spiritual eyes means expanding your loving ability, right? This is a fourfold path. How to expand your loving ability is eightfold path. The first, you need a time taking love into giving love. And then remove disturbance, that is lack of knowledge, spiritual truth. And also remove the unforgivable mind. And then you can attain the progress, that is unlimited love to others. Then money title will follow you. Okay, that is the fourfold path to realize real self-realization. Okay, so please listen to his last message for this. Not the last one, but
Now, in short, I told you fourfold path to the truth, but in addition to that, I ask you that you must have braveness. Be brave, even studying in English or speaking English. Be brave. Don't hesitate to act or to practice good things. Be brave. Braveness is key to the success. And you aim at becoming a professional visualist. And so you must be brave. Don't hesitate to tell the truth. Don't hesitate to confess what you're thinking about, and choose the right way every chance, every day. Righteousness is akin to faith. So righteousness is almost the heart of God or Buddha. Be brave. It's very important. This is last point. Love is practice. don't forget that love is practice. Do something. Love is practice. Love is not thought or idea. Love is practice. Do something good to other people. It's main point of happy science. So, if you cannot understand my easiest English lecture, but please keep in your mind, love is practice. Just remember this one. Understand?
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, love is practice. That is conclusion of him. Okay, here it is. And then, if you try to be happy, please practice love. And then don't afraid of the other critics, like she's in the cult or something like that. Okay, and then don't afraid of the grasp of the relationship with others. So, and then just do it. And then because God is on your side, God is on your side whenever you love others. Whenever you love others and convey the truth, God is with you. God always beside you. So that's why don't worry about it. Even if she or she said, you are crazy, you are mad by evil religion or something like that, don't worry about it. Someday he or she understand. And in a decade, okay? So anyway, this is the Fourfold Path. Then, this is the last message of today's lecture. Believe in Buddha nature and have self-trust. Self-trust is very important to remove your fearness inside. Okay. So how to remove the fear inside?
Next, I said, you yourself is good. It means self-trust is very important. In my teachings, self-trust is very important. I sometimes teach you about the importance of self-help, but self-help comes from self-trust, or in other meaning, in other words, self-confidence. It's very important. If you have self-trust or self-confidence, it leads to self-help, and you yourself have a confidence to become children of God or children of Buddha, and what to become angels. So self-trust is very important. That word of Emerson used this word about self-trust and self-confidence, and this word, self-trust and self-confidence, in some meaning, have made American history in these 100 or 130 years. This was made America, the United States, had self-trust and self-confidence. So I think Japanese also means this spirit, and of course Asian people or African people also means this self-trust and self-confidence. If they have this mind, this attitude, they can overcome and be equal to white American, Protestant, elite American people, or elite American people. They have self-trust. Self-trust is very important. In our teachings, I said Buddha nature, or God nature. It's origin of self-trust. So if you believe in Buddha nature, you have self-trust. And from this self-trust and self-confidence, you can say, I'm fine every day. I'm fine. Because I have a Buddha nature. Because I'm a child of Buddha. So you can say, I'm fine. This I'm fine spirit is very important. I want to spread this terms. I'm fine spirit. I'm fine spirit. This was make the world happier. So I'm fine spirit or I'm fine attitude is very important from a.
Okay, thank you very much. All right. So this is the last point, seventh point. Okay. If you have a self-trust or self-confidence, it leads to self-help, and you yourself have the confidence to become children of Buddha, children of God, and want to become angels. So self-trust is very important. And the self-trust comes from you are part of God. Originally, you are very pure and beautiful. We are created by love of God, love of Buddha. So, and then we are not sinners. We are not prisoners at all. We don't have any original sin at all. So we need to deny it. Okay, that's such kind of the idea. That's bind many people to be worse and worse. So that's why we need to remember those words before starting our spread activities. So with confidence, please tell them, you are beautiful, you are pure, you are good one. So then they can open their minds. If you try to persuade them, they try to get them. But if you try to tell them you are beautiful, you are pure, you have a great mindset given by God or Buddha, they can open their mind. So understand this, understand very important point. Thank you very much. This concludes today's one. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. We will have a Zoom meeting from 5:20, 10 minutes later, okay? Thank you.